Hi everyone, welcome back to the Web3 channel. My name is Zach. In this video, we are looking at Meta. Has Meta, the Facebook, of course, owned company, or vice versa, will Meta lose in the Web3 race? Of course, Meta has in many ways mainstreamed the Metaverse term. It was being used years prior, but since Facebook, of course, renamed themselves to Meta, it has definitely taken on new life, and many projects are talking about it now. We're looking at Cointelegraph putting out majority of US consumers say no to Meta owning Metaverse data. 87% of respondents say they would switch to full-time gaming in the Metaverse if the pay is good. Forget my headphones falling off. A survey of 1,000 US consumers around growing interest correct, in the Metaverse has revealed some interesting results. Of course, only 1,000, not a lot realistically, but still, let's go through the data. In a survey commissioned by NFT and Metaverse infrastructure provider Advocate Group, 87% of respondents preferred a decentralized Metaverse on a blockchain over some of the mega projects claimed by tech giants. This became more evident when 77% of the respondents shared concerns over Facebook's entry into the Metaverse, especially since its own uses Metaverse data. Facebook, tainted past with the mismanagement of private user data, has already dismantled its early plans of launching a stablecoin called Diem. The stablecoin project faced heavy scrutiny from US Congress, and the project eventually came to a crashing end. A similar concern has started to grow around Facebook's multi-billion-dollar Metaverse aspirations. We are actually going to have a look at what it means by project eventually came to a crashing end soon in this video. And honestly, it's not a huge surprise. Trust in the space is so important, and Facebook simply have lost a lot of trust from most people. The survey respondents were divided in terms of when Metaverse could become mainstream. 20% of respondents believe it could take 1 to 2 years, while 49% believe it could take 3 to 6 years. Gaming was the primary choice of spending time in Metaverse, followed by socializing. 55% of the respondents said they would spend more than 3 hours a day in the Metaverse. Of course, that in itself is difficult to know where that leads us, because realistically, what is the Metaverse? A majority of the respondents also showed a keen interest in making money while playing games, with play to earn model being the latest rage. 93% of the respondents said they would spend more time playing games if they could make it for minimum wage. Some 64% said they would spend more than 3 hours a day if they made real money, and 87% would switch to full-time gaming if the pay was good. Very nuanced discussion to have there, but let's save that for another day. Metaverse, a concept only becoming formidable in 2021, and now every major tech giant, be it Apple, Facebook, or Google, is looking to launch or invest in the ecosystem. However, a significant chunk of crypto proponents is advocating against the entry of centralized cash-rich firms, as they believe the concept of decentralization would take a backseat. I remember listening to Raoul Pal talking about centralized versus decentralized platforms and firms in the scene, and the reality being right now is that centralized firms will have the majority of the revenue. Now, when it comes to Meta being in the Metaverse as such, maybe even taking lead in the Metaverse, one question that I have is both a for and an against question, I guess, is A, do we really want Meta to have loads of control in the Metaverse? And B, do we want Meta's money? At the end of the day, Meta will be investing into the Metaverse, and they'll be investing a lot of money. This will, in hand, over time, really boost crypto adoption, in my opinion, and Metaverse, Web3 in general, blockchain adoption. But do we want to have, of course, one of the world's most notorious companies in the world taking lead and investing their funds? It's a very complicated equation. Moving forward, though, we're looking at stablecoin project Diem officially shutting down. As I said, when we talk about it, we are doing so now. The Diem stablecoin project is shutting down after more than 2 years of efforts to launch the digital currency. I want to say right now, this is for now. Who knows what will happen over the next decades? Digital currency project Diem, the brainchild of Meta, formerly branded as Facebook, has thrown in the towel after 2 years of major efforts to move the initiative forward. Announcing the news on Monday, DM CEO Stuart Levy confirmed that Meta is selling intellectual property and other assets related to the DM stable project to Silvergate Capital Corporation. The DM Association and its subsidiaries will start winding down operations over the coming weeks. The association, however, is still confident that DM's ideals will continue to thrive given after Facebook officially terminated its involvement in the project. We remain confident in the potential for a stablecoin operating on a blockchain designed like DM's to deliver the benefits that motivated the DM Association from the beginning. With today's sale, Silvergate will be well placed to take this vision forward. According to official announcement by the company, it will purchase assets of DM for the aggregate value of 182 million USD as part of integrating the acquired assets into Silvergate's existing technology. Experts to incur approximately 30 million USD additional costs. My question to you real quick, and this is not financial advice, it's always your own research, but my question to you really is, where do you believe this goes? Do you believe that it was worth paying so many millions of dollars for what many would call a sinking ship, or do you believe that this was an absolute steal of a purchase on Silvergate's part? Specifically, the bank, a subsidiary of Silvergate and Meta's stablecoin partner, will integrate its payment platform, the Silvergate Exchange Network, with DM's assets. The new combination will help the bank launch a next-generation global payment system that is faster, easier to use, and more cost-effective than existing solutions. We identified a need for a US dollar-backed stablecoin that is regulated and highly suitable for further enable them to move money without barriers. It remains our intention to satisfy that need by launching a stablecoin in 2022, Silvergate CEO said. Meta officially introduced its digital currency back in 2019, originally called Libra. And my other question is, realistically, this is just a sneaky move, but I could see Meta doing this very easily, is letting Silvergate essentially shoulder the responsibility of DM, and then if/when it does well, buying the IP back, and they will have the funds to do that most likely. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Would love to hear your take on everything happening here in the Web3 space. Of course, this is the Web3 channel covering everything happening crypto, NFT, and Metaverse news. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next Web3 video.